Hey guys, it's Kris from H2, and it's been a long season. We shot a lot of deer this year, put a lot of doe on the ground, got a couple bucks on the ground. It wasn't the best year for bucks in this area, but we do have some episodes coming for you guys with bucks. Greg shot his first buck, Melissa got a buck, I got a buck in archery, and those are going to be coming out soon. But I want to switch gears a little bit and just show you guys kind of what we do afterwards. So what I'm going to do in this video is I'm going to show you guys how I cook inner tenderloins. Now for you guys that aren't deer hunters, the inner tenderloin is in the chest cavity, right below the spine, in this area of the deer, but on the back side. We call them inner loins because the only way you can get them is from the inside. After you remove all of the stomach and guts out, you can get to the inner loins. Get them all cleaned up, and I'm just going to show you what I do. Simple recipe, some teriyaki marinade inner loins, and it's going to turn out great. Alright guys, so while I'm letting the meat thaw, I'm going to cut up some onions, some garlic, some teriyaki, Cajun sauce, and a little bit of all-purpose seasoning salt. What I'm going to do with that is I'm going to put it all in a big old bowl. I'm going to mix it all together, and that's where our inner loins are going to go in, and then they're going to sit until dinner time. So basically what I'm doing right now is just I'm going to cut up the onions, I'm going to cut up the garlic, and I'm going to cut up the rest of the seasoning we got here for the marinade, and get that all put together so when the meat comes out and it's all thawed, it's going to be ready to put right in the marinade mix we already have. We're going to put everything in this bowl right here, and as you can tell, this bowl is from like the 1920s, but I'm pretty sure everybody in their lifetime has had this bowl in their house. So what I'm going to do is just scrape all this onions into this bowl. Of course, being a guy, I probably don't get it all in there the way I'm supposed to, but I ain't going to try to make too big of a mess. Alright. Now that our onions are done, we're going to get to the garlic cloves. So what we're going to do here with the garlic cloves is we're going to peel off all this skin. So now we got the garlic cloves in there. Looks a little like this inside. And the onions cut up, and the onions are in there. We are going to put the marinade, teriyaki marinade, right in there and let that all sit in. We're going to use the whole thing because we got a lot of inner loin that's going to go into the grill, so let me show you guys what it looks like in there. You guys can see it. It's all mixed together in there. Alright, so the next thing we're going to do is take some Cajun seasoning. We're just going to pound that in there. I like a lot of seasoning on my food. Some people say, oh, you don't have to put that much seasoning in there. It already tastes good naturally. Well, you know what? What's life without some flavor? And then the all-purpose seasoning salt. I'm going to put that in there. And I'm also going to show you what I do with these seasoning salts and once the meat is thawed. I'm going to put some ground pepper in here, just a touch. I'm going to put some regular salt in there, just a very little. Mix this up a little bit. Get that all mixed up in there. We are ready for the meat to thaw, and then we're gonna put the meat in once it's there, and I'll show you how we're gonna grill it up and eat this with some potatoes. Let's take our regular potatoes. We're just gonna get them cut up. And one thing I like about potatoes, you can never have enough of them. And I like to cut them in kind of like a moon-shaped piece. Kind of like that. And I like to do some marinade with them too, so I'm going to get these cut up real quick. And I'm going to put them in a bag, throw some butter in there, and throw some garlic in there, and put a little Italian seasoning in there, and I'm going to get these things ready to go. The inner loin has been marinated for over 3 hours now. We're getting ready to throw it in the pan and fry it. And I'm going to throw the potatoes in the air fryer, and we're going to get this going. The one thing that I love about venison is that it tastes just like steak. Some people say it's gamey, but I don't know what they're talking about. I think venison tastes delicious, especially if you marinate it. You know, you can't go wrong with meat and potatoes, and that's what we're doing here. Anything from field to plate is going to be great. You go to buy a steak at the store, you know it's been pumped with hormones and all sorts of stuff that they do just to get it processed and get their animals bigger so they can make more money off their animals. But these animals right here, all that's in deer meat is deer. There ain't no extra additives and preservatives and all that stuff. So field to plate is always the best way to eat. Potatoes are almost there. Hey guys, I just wrapped up the teriyaki inner loins. It's pretty simple to make, tastes delicious, and if you just take your time, let everything marinate and cook it properly, I promise you, you'll love the taste of venison. H2, baby.